The Harry Potter Sagas, a tribute to Hedwig. Harry stared down at the tiny grave and forced himself not to cry. He was still not comfortable shedding tears around Ginny, who stood next to him, or Ron and Hermione, who stood on either side. He had the Dursleys to thank for that. His whole childhood, anything close to an emotional outburst from Harry was met with hostility and punishment. So, he had learned to strangle his feelings. But now, staring at the rough headstone which simply read, Hedwig, his barriers were breaking. "I wish I'd been nicer to her," he said, his voice quivering. Ginny took his hand and squeezed it. "You were nice to her," she replied. "She loved you." Harry shook his head. "All those times I took it out on her, just because she was there. There were times when she was all I had, and I didn't appreciate her enough." A tear fell down his cheek and he angrily brushed it away. He leaned forward and touched the stone. "I'm sorry, Hedwig. I'm sorry I wasn't better. You were great. The best owl a wizard could ask for. You never did anything wrong. You..." His throat filled up, choking his next words. Ginny stepped forward and pulled out her wand. She closed her eyes for a second, then tapped the headstone. Light flowed from her wand's tip and engulfed the rock, spreading like vines across its surface. After a few seconds, the light faded, leaving behind intricate carvings, and in the centre, below her name, a highly accurate likeness of Hedwig. Her wings were spread, so it looked like she was flying. Hermione stepped forward and waved her own wand at the picture. The Hedwig carving came to life and flapped its wings. It flew beyond the edge of the headstone and reappeared at the other side a few moments later. It turned to Harry and clicked its beak at him, in the way Hedwig had used to when she was content. Harry smiled at the sight. "Now she'll fly forever," Hermione said. "Thank you," Harry said, hugging both of them. "Would you guys mind? I'd just like a minute." "Course, mate," Ron said, as the three of them turned away and headed back to the Burrow's kitchen. After they left, Harry returned his gaze to Hedwig's gravestone. The grave was empty. Even after days of searching, he had been unable to recover her body from where it had fallen out of the sky during his flight from Privet Drive. He hadn't expected to find her. It had been almost a year since her death, and Muggle street cleaners would not have left a dead owl lying around. The best he could think of was to leave a tribute to her at the Weasleys' house, and promise to be better. He would make a conscious effort to no longer take his anger or frustration out on those closest to him.